Hi. Hello. If you don't know that, quick reference to one of my favourite films of all time, Team America. It is an acquired taste though, so do be warned if you decide to check it out. So, today, firstly, let's have a quick swig. What's in here then? Guess? No, it's not beer. Do you think I am? It's actually vanilla spiced tea. It's like the Indian chai. It's quite nice, something different. So that's wet my whistle a bit. Today we're going to be doing Seekh kebabs. Now if you don't know what Seekh kebabs are, most people do, but not everybody. They look like sausages, the long kebabs, long thin kebabs. If you've ever had a mixed kebab starter that you take away or in your restaurant, you get different types of meat. Marinated in tikka spices, tandoori spices, and you'll get the long sausage looking thing, red, with all your spices in. That's a Seekh kebab. Now, it's normally made with lamb. You can do them with beef if you want. It's down to your own preference. It's not written in stone you have to use lamb. As today, we're actually going to be making them with turkey, minced turkey. So it's lower fat, better for you. It's not as greasy. You can use minced chicken if you can get it. And as I say, if you want it authentic, use lamb. But a lot of people I find that come to our stall as well, they don't really like lamb. It's too greasy, too fatty. So they'll either use beef, or when I tell them to try turkey, they'll go for turkey. Turkey, I think, minced turkey, it seems to absorb the flavour more. And it doesn't add too much of its own flavour that you can't taste the spices as much. So to us that works a lot better. I don't know a vegetarian way you can get around these because you need to use mince. I know you can get like corn and soya mince. I have tried thawing that out and using it as normal mince, but it never seems to work. I don't know. If you do a vegetarian version of this, of Seekh kebabs, and you have found a way to get round not using meat for your mince, drop a comment below, let us know, and we'll look into it and see what we think of it. Now, this pack does contain herbs, and it does contain spices, and it does contain nothing else. So that's it, herbs, spices, no additives, salt, sugar, colourings, anything like that. So don't think you're going to get the red kebab that you get, the long red kebab with your takeaways. That's normally because they add a bit of tandoori spice or some colouring to it, because tandoori spice has got red colouring in it. So your flavours there are the same, it's just that you've not got any additives in there. And if you get a proper authentic Seekh kebab, it's not going to be red. It's going to have the herb spices that you're looking for, and that's it. Now, when you have these, you can have them like your takeaways, like your restaurants. You can have them on a plate with different types of meat, different marinades, tandoori, tikka masala, that sort of thing, yogurt, mint, coating that's they put on some of them. Or you can have them on a bed of rice, make your own spicy tomato sauce to go over the top. I don't mean ketchup, so don't start whacking loads of ketchup on top, because it's not right. It's not right. No, not on Indian food. Don't do it. Ugh. I love ketchup, but not on Seekh kebabs. Come on, get real. So make your own tinned tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, spicy, smoky, smoked paprika in. In fact, what I'll do is we will put a quick recipe up for a really quick, easy, simple, spicy tomato sauce that you can put over this, or you can put over any meats, on top of rice, top of vegetables, anything like that. But that's going off track, isn't it? That's a video for another day. So we're going to make these. We're not having them as like a starter with different meats. What we're actually going to do is we're going to put them in a wrap. We're going to put the yogurt dressing on, which the video should be up now. If it's not, it will be up very, very soon. Really simple, easy, tasty yogurt dressing to go over the kebabs. And also a salsa, not the one that's up with the tomatoes, the tinned tomatoes. That's for dipping your chips in. Not your fried chips either. I know what some of you like. You take it literally. tortilla chips, that sort of thing you dip in. That's the other salsa. This salsa, I'm not going to put a recipe video up, but I am going to tell you while I'm filming this what goes in it, because it is really, really nice. It's a fresh, we make it spicy, of course, because you've got to have chilies in it. But you can do away without the chilies. You can do away with the chilies, or do away without the chilies. I don't know which is the right way to say it. Or you can do it with no chilies in. That's a better way. And then the vegetables, is tomato a vegetable? It is, isn't it? Or is it a fruit? No, it's a fruit. Oh, we're getting mixed up today. Tomatoes, cucumber. I'll tell you what's in it, but it's really nice, tasty. Bit spicy, but really fresh tasting. And Fiona will put her comments on about the salsa alone, because she can sit and eat a dish full of that on its own. She loves the stuff. So I'll have all the meat. No, she ain't going to let me get away with that. So we're just going to do the wrap, the kebabs, the salsa, the yogurt dressing on top. Nice light meal for when it's red hot like now. Not. It's throwing it down at the minute. I don't know if you can pick it up, but it is absolutely throwing it down. August. Come on. Last year we were walking around in thongs and mankinis, it was that hot. I'm borderline getting my fleeces out to go out today. Ugh. So yeah, nice light tea, or you can have it as your starter, but if you don't want to use wraps, really good in pitters, or just pick one up and munch on it because they're really nice. So let's get on, shall we? Seekh kebabs, the spice and easy way. Let's do it. So, let's do Seekh kebabs. Now, before I start, I have got a different way of filming, so do let us know if it's working out okay. That enables me to use both hands. I've bought a new bracket and it's filming from a slight angle rather than me going straight overhead or straight behind it. But if you hear a clatter and the filming goes all over the place, followed by a load of bad language, it's because the brackets fell over, the camera's in the floor, the camera's broke, and I stopped filming. So hopefully it's not all going to go pear-shaped. So I can use both hands. Obviously I'm doing this on my own and I'm going to have to make the kebabs and mix everything. So we thought we'd try this out. So let us know what you think to it. Now, instruction wise, on your instructions to make these, you need 1 pound minced lamb. Again, you don't have to use lamb, you can use beef if you want. We're using turkey, you can use chicken, any meats. As I said in the intro, it's not set in stone. You use whatever mince you feel comfortable with and you like the best. 1 onion, very, very finely chopped. 1 spice pack. That's it. That's all there is. That, and that. 3 ingredients. Seekh kebabs. Easy. Easy or what? So, what you need to do. Now, the pound of minced turkey in our case. If you don't want to go into pounds and ounces, you don't know what it is. What's a pound in grams? The equivalent in grams, ounces. I'm not sure. I don't know. What is it? There's 2.2 pounds in a kilo, so 1 pound will be half a kilo. 400 to 500 grams. We got there. So that's what you need there. Do you understand me? Well, I think I speak perfectly clear and understanding. Yeah, one of them videos. Instructions. First step, thoroughly mix all the above ingredients together. That's it. No frying or anything. So, in goes the meat. Obviously, you can use gloves, the thin latex, whatever material, if you don't want to get it on your hands. If you do use your hands like I'm doing, wash them. As soon as you finish, wash them, because you're handling raw meat. In go the onions. See the skills required to make these kebabs. It's nice to be able to put stuff out of reach as well. Is this way of filming going to stop me from splashing? In goes your spice pack. Now what I'm going to add, it's not in the pack so don't panic, is I'm going to add a bit of salt as well. And that's it. So as it says, thoroughly mix all the above ingredients together. So get your hands in there, wear gloves if you're a bit squeamish. I don't want to eat that. Or I don't want to touch that, I should say. You can also, if you want to make it moist, I'll sometimes add a bit of tomato puree in here. Just a teaspoon, just moistens it up a bit. And if you have a fetish for the colour red, you'll like this mat that's sliding all over the place. You can add tandoori spice, because then it will be red like some of your takeaways in your restaurants. It will slightly alter the flavour, because you'll get that tandoori flavour coming through, but that's not a bad thing. I quite often put that in when I make these anyway, because I do like the flavour of tandoori. But if you're going to do that, do try and get decent tandoori powder. It's got to be really dark red. A lot of the ones now, they've took a load of stuff out of it, because nobody has to have colourings in, etc, etc. So it's more orange now than it is red. So you've still got the flavour there, but if you're looking for the red colour on your Seekh kebabs, you're not going to get it, because it's orange powder. So do get decent powder. Well, that's had a really good mix now. So your next step, leave to marinate for a minimum of an hour. So you stick that in the fridge. Cover it obviously with cling film so it don't dry out, and just let the spices, today's big word, infuse. It's not that big a word really, is it? But it just gets the spices into the meat and flavours the meat all nice. So leave that for an hour, and then when it's all serenaded, when it's marinated, I think that's the right word. We're having a right one today, aren't we, with different words. When the flavour's gone into the meat, after an hour, you can leave it longer, and then we're going to stick it in there, leave it to do that. It's like a loaf, doesn't it? A Seekh kebab loaf. It won't rise though. We'll be back and we'll make the kebabs. I shall see you in a mo. Right then, that's been marinating. Flavours should have gone in there. It does smell really nice. So what we need to do now, if you're doing them, I don't know if you class it as the proper way, but the way they mainly do it is to get the long skewers, metal or wood. If it's wood, you need to leave them to soak for quite a while, or they'll burn when they're in the oven or on the barbecue, or whichever way you're cooking them. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the kebabs, and then I'm going to put them on a baking tray which I've sprayed with oil. Put them on there. I'll give a quick spray over the kebabs. I'm going to put them in the oven, quite a high heat, about 200. I'll tell you how long it does take to cook them. They'll be top half of the oven, and I do them that way instead of messing about with the skewers and everything. It's so long as you've got that oil on your tray and it's not going to stick, you're fine. And you can do them on your barbecue if you want. You can do them on one of these electric grills, anything like that. You can cook them anywhere you cook meat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this ball into half, and then each half into half, so you've got in effect four balls of meat. Now that may be too much, so we'll see how one goes. Again, you can wear gloves if you want. Now I can tell from that, because we don't want them really long, quite small, so I'm going to do that again. Because we're having them in pitters, not pitters, we're having them in wraps, but you don't want them like really thick, really long, because you just can't wrap it up. So I'll roll it that way as well. Some people do it on the roll it backwards and forwards like that. Well, I don't like doing that. I like to know what's happening. Now just bear in mind, they will shrink when they're cooking. All meat does. So if it's that long now, it's probably going to be that. But it's still enough. You don't want a 3 foot long Seekh kebab, do you? So I find if you roll it that way between your hands, don't press too hard obviously or you're going to squash. You'll splodge it, as Fiona says. And there we go. Just roll it that way. And that's one done. So we'll leave that there for now. So doing it that way, so you've got 4, you'll get 8 because I've split it into 4 lots, and I'm split each one of those again because we do need it a bit smaller than what it's going to work out at for that. So I do it that way, between each hand, slightly squeezing to start to get the shape, and then turn it that way, slight pressure again, just roll it and let the meat take the shape. I mean, you could, if you didn't want to do this, just for quickness, just make them into burgers, but that's another easy way you can do them. I mean, if you've had a starter and you do see one that looks like a small beef burger, that's actually a chamois kebab, and we have got a recipe for that one to come up as well. But it's not hard, it's just, if you don't wear gloves, wash your hands in between every couple of them, because the meat will stick and then it'll start pulling them apart when you're rolling it. In fact, the same even if you've got gloves, because it will stick to the gloves slightly. And that's another one done. Now, they're not going to be exactly uniform, as you can see there, but, you know, same cooking. So, in between a couple of them, we wash his hands, and we start again. Now, if I know what I'm doing, I am going to speed this section up now and get towards where we're sticking them in the oven, so you're not sitting there and watch me roll out 8 kebabs. So, wakey wakey, they have been in the oven for 4, 5, 10, about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. As always, you're going to be using different meats, so the turkey cooks quite quick. If you're using beef, lamb, do check after about 15-20 minutes that it is cooked in the middle. What I normally do is just get the knife, cut down or cut the end off one just a small bit, and check that it's red hot in the middle and that it's cooked properly, because you don't want to be eating half cooked meat. So as always, you'll know if it's cooked or not. Check that it's thoroughly cooked before you start dishing them up. Now that's done. So what we do, the way I do them, I've put pictures of these on our Facebook group, so they already know. It has shrunk a bit, and I've probably got too big a wraps, but you know, who cares? It makes a meal, doesn't it? Now, that's your kebab on there. Then we get the salsa. This stuff is really nice. Because they are a bit bigger, I can put a bit more salsa in there, you see. In there like that. And then, what we get, the yogurt dressing that the video should be up. But again, if it's not, it will be up very, very soon. I think it should be up before I do the kebab. So, and you get your yogurt dressing. Bit of that over there as well. You don't want loads of it because it will drip everywhere, and you don't want to take the taste of the kebabs away. that's that. And then I just fold that over there. Fold that over there. As I say, these are a bit too long. Really, they should be about there, so you can just see the end of that. But you can make a burrito if you want. Look at that. Easy burrito. And that is that done. That's your Seekh kebabs in a wrap. But as I say, you can have them with rice. You can have them as a starter. You can cook them. And you can dig in straight away. I'm going to try this. That is so nice. Just look at that. All that salad in there. Or salsa. Yogurt dressing. You get the nice flavour coming through from there. The kebabs that's in there. They are really nice. There you have it. It's half gone. I don't want to talk with my mouth full anymore. So, that's done. Let's go to final thoughts. So, final thoughts. Let me just enter that. I did have to finish that off. I've recorded this straight after that. And the one I made up, I have to finish it once I tasted it. Oh, they are so nice. Try them. You won't be disappointed. You will make them again. Now, one thing to mention. I think I did mention it when I was making them. If you're not using gloves when you're making those, wash your hands straight away after, and anything that you've touched, knives or anything, wash them before you use them again, because you're handling raw meat. You can never be too safe, can you? You don't want to start spreading anything around from the meat. Wash a couple, make a couple, and then I wash my hands anyway because it will stick. If you're using the gloves, the same, just to stop it sticking and pulling them apart as you're rolling them. Stick your gloves under the tap, just wash it off. But then as soon as you've finished making them, it should make 8. That's it. Wash your hands or throw the gloves away if you use gloves. If you've used or touched anything, wash it straight away. Don't take the risk. Now, salad wise, that salsa is really good because you can wrap them easier because it's small, it's finely chopped. If you don't want to do that, put your own chunky salad on or do away with the salad. If you're making wraps, you can always have rice in there and the yogurt dressing over. Do use the yogurt dressing. Check the video out and make it. Put that over. It does go really well on those kebabs. And as I say, you can have it on top of rice if you want. You could have it on top of rice, have the kebabs, pour the dressing over the top of the kebabs, and just have it like that. Try it. It's an easy way of doing them. It's a tasty way. It's something different if you're having a barbecue. You get fed up with burgers and bangers, don't you? Make a few of those up, stick them on. They'll love them. You can have them in a hot dog cob if you want, and put some onions over. It's really nice. Sounds a bit weird. It's one of them days today. Sounds a bit weird, but it does work. So do try it. They're not hot. There's no chilli in that pack, so you can either put finely chopped chilli in the meat with the pack when you're making them, or put a bit of chilli sauce on when you've done them. There is chilli in the salad that I've made, so we're getting a bit of spice from that. So that's all I can say on that. Seekh kebabs, done. Done the spice and easy way. So easy, so tasty. You do try these. You do have to try them because they're really, really nice. And that's all I can say on them. You saw how we made them. It's not as hard and complicated as it looks. I'm all thumbs and fingers and I can do it. Is that the word? Thumbs and fingers. Fingers and thumbs. I think that's the one. Yeah, gotta be. Confusion day today. I'm sure it is. So yeah, check that out. They're easy to do. That's it for now. So, I'm going to give up. Hello. That's it. Spice and Easy, signing off. I've got it out. Don't forget, if you like what you've seen, click the thumbs up, the like button at the bottom, subscribe to us, keep updated with notifications, and get us up them rankings a bit. And share it about. Let everybody know who you're watching. That's it for now. We're signing off. I'll catch you later. I'm going before I make any more mistakes. See you later.